It's the base.
I've heard about this animal that never forgets.
So you heard about the elephant, right? So
the elephant in the room.
That too.
What up, folks?
So this elephant killed this lady, right?
Where did this take place?
I don't
was it on World Star?
No,
that's the only news outlet that matters.
No, it's actual. Evan, Google it and tell me where exactly it is. So
Jamie.
This elephant killed this lady.
It is in India.
Oh, India. And then went to her funeral.
That's where elephants are.
Went to her funeral, took the body out the casket and beat her again, and then called his mans to come trample the funeral, right?
Yo, that's cat.
And went to her house and destroyed her. It sounds crazy, right? It sounds crazy?
Did this shit get around by flying with his ears too?
I wouldn't know how to yeah, but you reading it?
Mm-hmm. No, I'm just listening.
Yo, whatever she did, he didn't forget.
He didn't forget.
He couldn't forget.
No, basically what really happened in India is that this, I think, 70-year-old lady got trampled by an elephant. She was fetching water and the elephant just trampled her. The elephant itself there are a lot of elephant conservations in India, and this particular elephant just wandered off the conservation for whatever reason. Typically, they're not aggressive.
For whatever reason.
Yeah, I mean, they don't,
because it's on site no matter where we at. It's me and you.
I didn't know elephants give it up like that.
They never forget.
Well, I mean, typically they're not known, or at least these elephants aren't known for attacking people. So it's pretty rare, but it is known that elephants that do attack sometimes have been subjected to abuse in the past from humans.
I've seen a couple on Twitter where there was this one last week. No cap, not even exaggerating. They were this lady was trying to take pictures at the safari, so they set up a picnic area or something.
And the baby elephant slapped her.
Yo, came right over with his trunk, knocked over. Was we ain't doing none of that. Oof. Trunk and everything.
Yo, this whole time I'm just thinking who told the elephant where to find her again?
Who told the elephant where the funeral was at?
That's all I've been thinking, bro.
Somebody hit him up on a group chat. Somebody hit him up on a group chat.
Do they have a crazy sense of smell or some shit?
I don't know. I mean, who knows? It could have just been happenstance. They might have just not who knows?
He called his boys to come to trample the funeral.
Facts.
So you can't have no funeral.
Somebody sent the elephant to Addy, and the elephant slid.
And he slid. He spun the block.
He spun the block.
Yo, moral of the story: don't fuck with elephants.
Elephants is on site.
Don't fuck with dolphins either.
Yeah,
or bears. Yeah. Bears are fast.
Bears?
You can at least play dead with a bear. You can't play dead with an elephant. They don't care about none of that.
Is he about to stomp you out? You're dead. You better be dead. That's crazy. That's all I had. That's my most exciting news for the Steph Curry won the championship.
What champion?
Oh,
he said what?
Sports. Sports. Just say tennis. Say tennis. You could have convinced him that Steph Curry was a tennis player, and he would.
The Warriors beat Manchester United to win.
I thought we were going to talk about what we're going to eat next.
The Wimbledon Cup. Steph Curry won
the Wimbledon. He said the Wimbledon Cup. This guy could bomb in sports. Done.
He got a touchdown. After he hit his home run,
he scored a try. Most tries in UFC history.
Bro, this shit has head tracking. Hold up. Shit.
Wait, what?
What's happening?
Move left to right. Move left to right. I think the app does it. Woo!
So nobody.
Oh, snap.
No, that shit's broken. Oh.
No, mine's working. My move.
That one's internet is too choppy.
Yeah, we
have
the
same internet.
One of y'all have net zero dial-up. One of y'all.
Ugo, have we missed?
It must be his VPN, bro.
Ugo, have we missed anything? Is there anything that?
I mean, I've been out of the loop because I've just been doing the Ugoboy podcast shit. I've been out of the loop with everything because I've been trying to get all the behind the scenes of launching a business. Goodness gracious.
This is a trampoline for Ugo's success. This is crazy.
Listen, I'm here. I'm not wearing. First of all, here comes Fab with the shots as usual. Like, like first of all, I'm not wearing any Ugoboy merchandise whatsoever. I'm wearing full base gear as always.
I mean, so what? What if you want to wear Ugoboy stuff? It's like
his lawyer's gonna send us a letter. Like,
yeah, you're gonna get a cease and desist.
He's gonna be like, I own this logo now.
Come on, man.
Using it on the Ugoboy show this whole time.
Nah, it's been wild. It's been wild. Behind the scenes. You know,
who was your first guest?
My first guest was Dave Sturcio from Chop Sports. Yeah, he owns his own.
Him?
Yeah, he owns his own sports media company. This guy. He owns his own sports media company here in Jersey, and he works for. He's worked for I think Sports Illustrated as well, and he's like launching his own. He's doing exactly what I'm doing, except the only difference is he does a daily podcast, like 5 days a week, which is crazy. That's madness. Like,
wasn't he a pro wrestler too?
And he was a pro wrestler as well. See, Ed Boy watched the episode. You know, can't say the same for some people that are Jamaican on the show, but anyway. But
I dancer.
I keep forgetting. That gives him a pass. But no, he was my first guest, Dave Sturcio from Chop Sports. Amazing time, former pro wrestler. He knows mad actual current pro wrestlers now because now he's an in-ring announcer since he's retired from actually wrestling. He does play-by-play commentary.
He was a wrestler for WWE?
No, he was on the independent circuit. So it's kind of like music. Like when you unless your dad was a pro wrestler and you got a straight in, bro, you got to get it out the mud. Yeah, you got to start out on the indies and just doing house shows in front of like 5 people at like a mall or a barn or in somebody's backyard, and upload your stuff on YouTube and just work your way up until somebody from a talent scout from AEW or WWE or a bigger promotion notices you and is like, listen, come in for a tryout. Let's do a contract, a developmental deal first, and then if you make it and they like you, they move you up, onto TV. The goal is to get on TV. Once you get on TV, sky's the limit. You could be John Cena. You could be The Rock.
Yeah, the big ones.
That's interesting. That's very interesting.
Yeah,
there's always been like, well, actually, it was even more cutthroat back in the day because they used to have the territory days where it's like you would only
W or WWE.
Well, you would only be on TV. That. This is before that. This is when the former WWF, or I think it might have been the WWF or something like that before. But they were regional, so they were like regional shows or regional shops in every part, and they call it the territories. So it's like you couldn't have a show in another territory of the country because that would be like, Southern Mid-South Wrestling or something like that. Or WCW would be somewhere in the South, or this would be that. And then as it got into modern times, they started to consolidate. They started to get on TV. WWF was the big one. Then WCW. Now I think the 2 big ones are WWE
and AEW.
And AEW.
And over in Japan, New Japan Wrestling. That's the big one out in Japan. That's like global. Like everybody comes over.
It's funny. I was out. I was out on Saturday, somebody's birthday party, and who was it? Somebody that was there. She was like, we were just like making, I don't know, it was like a joke. And then we were making like a pro wrestling reference, like, oh, he's going to get stunned or something. It was just random. And then she was like, oh, I watch wrestling. I was like, oh, I used to watch wrestling too. She's like, no, I watch it right now. I'm on AEW right now. I was like, oh, okay.
Facts. No, it's global. It's global now. It's global.
No, it is.
So I mean, what's dope about it too, though, that I enjoy is the stories. I mean, I think a lot of these guys, and it's very similar to music. It's very similar to content creation. What we're doing, like these guys and these women, they again, when you don't have nepotism to fall back on, and you got to get it out the mud, it's hard. But a lot of these cats, they just stick with it. And they go from, again, performing at malls in front of like 4 people to just smaller and then bigger and bigger promotions.
Sounds like you're talking about Black Ugo.
Yeah. Pretty much. Life of a pro wrestler in 2022 is very akin to being a black man. And if you're a black wrestler, fucking forget about it. So, it was dope talking to Chop. What I've learned too as well. So I shot episode 2 yesterday with Eric Broadway Jones. Right? It's in studio at Bravio Studios, where Bravery Studios. Sorry, I mispronounced it. In Garfield. So shout out to Bravery. What's dope about that building is kind of like a lot of recording studios, like for music and whatnot. You run into other shows. So as I was leaving, I ran into a One Piece show. And for our viewers that don't know, One Piece anime, that's a big thing. Shout out to Randy Troy, my boy. Shout out to
Randy Troy.
Who's over there killing.
I'm convinced he actually writes that shit. He's a ghostwriter for One Piece.
but I ran into a show a One Piece show that also records in that same studio at Bravery, and we were just chopping it up. And they actually knew Randy. They talked to him on Discord. So just a small world, and the beauty of it, we exchange information, we followed each other's channels, and the plan is at some point to work with whoever and everybody to do cross promotion for.
I want to talk to the One Piece guy.
Go for it. One Piece talk.
We already spoke to the One Piece guy though.
You really did. Like he
Randy Troy is the One Piece guy,
and he told me Discord. Just a quick hacker reference right there. Like Discord is a good way to do a lot of online networking. He told me that was the game changer for his channel when he started using Discord and getting free promotion on there, and just talking to other influencers, and they were just like, "Oh, we like your channel. All right, we'll promote it. We'll share it to our 50,000." So, but no, it's just another tool because, bro, it's all about just the content. It's all about content. No matter what you're doing, it's all about content. And even TikTok, like I got into the TikTok wave, and what's dope about TikTok is I'm able. I was the same. No cap. I was the same exact way initially. I was just like, man, that's for kids with these dumbass dances, and I'm not trying to like right foot creep, walking with I'm not trying to like do all this shit. But I realized really quickly during the pandemic that if you want to break anything, music, food, like starting a business, crypto, a podcast, anything, you have to have a fucking TikTok. You just have to. There's no getting around it. Because you figure, why do we get so much more traffic on Instagram than we do on YouTube? Because the videos are, number one, more people. It's shorter, it's quicker, and more people use the app. Yeah. So the same thing with TikTok. You upload a 30-second clip or a minute clip or a minute 30 clip. You know what I mean? Somebody's gonna scroll that and see that and be like, "Oh, I like," and that's a view instantly. You know what I mean? Like the Ugoboy podcast, we hit 1,000 views on TikTok within like the first few days, just like that. And that's without even using my marketing guy. That's just me using it. So I was just like, oh snap. So I got
all right.
I remember reading something about TikTok a while back, which is another Chinese conspiracy thingy.
Yeah, here we go.
No, it's not that. It's about how they have a clever way of like essentially where they can kind of predict and cap what they're gonna spend on content creators. Because if I'm not mistaken, and maybe this changed, with essentially there's like this big pool of money, and that's split amongst the content creators, depending upon like who's like popular during that like sprint of that like period of time. So that's I think kind of like the one thing I saw people kind of complain about with TikTok, and it was like that because of that cap. Like it's good for TikTok as a business. But the more content creators or people that are in there trying to like produce content like at the same time, the pull of there's just more people, so less money to go around because that thing is capped. Where things like YouTube, right? Like you're pretty much kind of like guaranteed. Well, I don't want to say guaranteed. I haven't read the specifics, but more or less guaranteed like a certain amount of money, per whatever views and stuff like that.
Well, there's pros and cons, and I'm glad you mentioned that because it's not a perfect recipe or a perfect system and whatnot. Just like YouTube, just like Facebook, just like Instagram, all of them. Like for instance, with Instagram, when you post something, only like something small, like 15 to somewhere between 10 to 15 to 20% of your followers, they're the only people that see whatever you post. You know what I mean? The only way that a big audience sees it even when you have a major audience, like 1 million views, or a million followers or whatnot, you have to run ads and you have to boost your post, for $5 a day or $4 a day. I do it, and it's helpful, and I've gained a lot of followers from doing it. But you have to invest into it. It's not free. It's free. Yeah, you can join it, but if you want to actually start getting like returns on it, they force you to spend money on the marketing side of it. And it's the same with TikTok. Like the algorithm is designed that, yeah, you're supposed to post a lot of stuff. And but you're not just going to post some shit and then it's going to explode and get like 1 million views the next day or 10 million views the next day. No, you have to run ads and you have to freaking do marketing behind it so they can push through the algorithm and you get rewarded for that. You don't just put stuff and it just booms. Nothing works like that. No social media outlet works that way. You have to put money in it. Same with YouTube, same with Instagram, same with Twitter, all of them. You have to put money into it. So the algorithms, whatever, that's the downside of it for artists and for content creators, like shit, because you have to have a budget. Like I mentioned when we did the show at Bravery, you have to have money behind your marketing so that you can sift through. Because you gotta remember how many freaking millions of people are using the app, on a daily basis. You know what I mean? So that's what separates it, the monetary side of it.
So you saying I pay for my likes, bro? I ain't pay for them likes.
If you want major likes, bro, you're gonna drop some bread.
You gotta pay to play.
Yeah. Facts, man.
My likes not free.
You know what scares me the most though about TikTok?
Give me the likes.
It's not China. It's not China though. It's that do y'all have TikTok actually?
No.
I'm gonna get one for the base now. He convinced me.
No, honestly, I'm a little worried about like getting sucked into it like I do on IG sometimes when I get on an IG base.
Yeah.
And it's just like I know the shit is gonna be entertaining because isn't Side Talk, didn't it blow up through there? And those fucking videos are so fucking chaotic and like fuego and shit like that. I'm sure the content is good, but I don't know, man. Like I guess me at this age, I'm just trying to conserve my like attention.
My time.
It's just
your attention.
My sanity, bro.
It is, bro. Like trust me. I hate when I get sucked into it or whatnot. And there are times, especially like if my girl's over or something like that, I put my phone on silent and I put the face down. I don't even look at my phone when she's around because I'm just like, yo.
You turn your phone down when your girl around?
Yeah, because I want to be present.
Nah, stop touching.
Wow.
Tips, write this down.
It's called being present. It's called being present. Don't listen to this guy.
We'll go Samuel.
Go somewhere else. Don't put it down.
High value DK and high value red pill Fab over here.
Phones is cheating.
No, but not for nothing though. We're definitely gonna
be present for your partner. Be present for your partner.
We're gonna have to get that TikTok, bro. Because the reality is like, there's that little thing where if you're not selling something, you're the product, right? But whatever,
the buyer.
We got this podcast, and if we want to spread the gospel of the base, the truth, the word, good advice, like be present, then we got to be on that shit.
If you're gonna grow anything, if you're gonna grow anything, and eventually the goal is to be bought. This is capitalism at its finest. Dave mentioned this on when he was a guest on episode 1. It was like, yo, big fish eats little fish. Like, yo, like if you want to be the next Barstool, or you want to be the next Joe Budden or $1 million worth of game or whatever or whatnot, the goal is to this guy Bab over here, and you want to get that check, that podcasting deal, generational money, bro. You're like an investor or a bigger company. They're gonna ask you what your numbers are. First, they're gonna ask what your TikTok numbers are. It's the first thing they're gonna ask you.
Yeah.
If you're just like, yeah, I don't have a TikTok. Fuck that. I don't do that. Like Yahtzee.
I'm too old. Fuck out of here.
For that. They're like, all right, meeting's over.
This is how Ugo's gonna justify eating up the little fish called the base once you go. Podcast gets bigger. This is foreshadowing, bro. This is foreshadowing, bro.
Yeah, he gonna be like, I told y'all you should have did it when I told you.
I already bought the domain. I'm gonna announce that here. I bought the logo already. I bought Fab.
I dance for free.
He dances for free. So you know what I mean?
Yo, I don't know if any of y'all have anything important to say, but I've been watching Atlanta. I got like 2 episodes left.
It's a great episode.
And
it's a great show.
This season This season is fucking phenomenal, son.
Facts.
This season is fucking phenomenal. Like every episode felt like that. Every episode feels like that. What is that? Teddy Perkins shit, bro. This fucking season is so fucking fuego, man. It was worth the wait, bro. It was worth the wait.
It's one of the best shows ever. Definitely ever on FX. That's easy. That's not a big benchmark right there. But
Breaking Bad. The shows, bro. I agree with you. That is really good. It's really good.
It's a great show. It's brilliant, and I like too that it's like a hint of Twilight Zone too. Like they'll have random episodes that have nothing to do with the original storyline.
That's what I like. That's what I like the most.
Like you'll be on like episode 3, like, yo, this is
make you think.
Like this isn't freaking like China. Like why?
It doesn't.
What is going on here?
I like the fact that it doesn't have to worry about being like super realistic or consistent. So it's like a little surreal. There's no like exact formula to it, I guess, more or less. Or at least that's what it seems like. You know, like they just focus, like the whole season, they should pretty much focus on like a bunch of different characters. Some of the shit that happened was like wonky and it was funny, but you know, it wasn't like off from like the random shit that they've done before. It's like, you know, they're just exaggerated caricatures.
No, it's I like the fact that it's like it's humor, it's dark humor, it's satire, and it's like realistic, like, yo, this is the shit that's going on, and it's like making you think, but it's still making you laugh, but it's still making you upset. Like it's kind of like a mind fuck. That's what I enjoy about it. And
that one here, a dog joke that's gonna get us canceled.
Say again?
That one here, a dog joke that's gonna get us canceled.
Yes.
You gotta do the Jamaican hands. Like you have to.
What kind of bee can't fly? No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not with it.
Yo, this dude's the Riddler over here.
I'm not with
like,
it.
You're not very smart, Mr. Wayne. The Riddler was black.
Well, they'll figure it out. They'll figure it out.
The Boys is also a great show, by the way.
Bro, this season of The Boys is the best season they've done so far, son.
Facts.
So dope.
Facts.
I love
that. Love that show, bro.
I'll be on the edge of my seat, man. I can't wait till Visible come back too.
Woo.
On the edge of my seat, bro.
Eddie, you watch The Boys or Atlanta?
Nope.
You watch UFC?
He doesn't watch anything.
Yo, here's what I watched, and it was so disappointing. I'm late as fuck. It took years to watch it. No. Avatar, Legend of Korra. Bro.
You were disappointed by Legend of Korra? Bro, it broke the barrier.
Absolutely.
It broke the barrier for I'm
out on this comment. I don't know about you, DK. I'm out on this.
First off, shout out to the LGBTQIA plus community. It broke the barrier for the LGBTQ.
So, you said the whole thing like a Tribe Called Quest, yo. Shout out to fam.
5-star dancer out on all digital platforms.
Community.
Say it again.
It broke the barrier for that community because Korra represented that population.
Yeah, I guess maybe based on the ending, it was kind of ambiguous.
And the fighting was kind of fire too, you know?
Here's the thing about The Legend of Korra, right? It introduced so many good ideas where, like, you know, they integrated bending into the society, different versions of bending, more creative ways of using it. And every critical battle where they could have used it, they chose not to, right? Like, defeating the main villain of the season turned into, like, a giant, like, Godzilla, you know, mecha battle or something. It was just so poorly done. The main characters you don't really care about. Bolin was terrible. Korra, she's just there. The two most interesting characters they didn't explore nearly enough, in my opinion. Tenzin and what's her name?
Tenzin is the
Aang Sun.
Airbender.
Okay. And who else?
And Beifong. The cop lady.
Gotcha.
Like they went into her a little bit, but like those are the two characters I was like, oh, I actually like interested to like, you know what I mean? But everyone else was like corny. Like
it sounds like you're telling me you don't like lesbians.
No.
Nah,
it was just like overall, they had so many good ideas.
I'm fucking with you. But No, so
it was just whack. Like they just had so many good ideas and they couldn't run with it.
Yo,
you know,
somebody's got a channel. I forget what dude's name is, like Mark Andrews or something like that. Is black dude? No, Mark Phillips, I think. Yeah, he always does like spoofs of like everything from like LeBron's this that there. So he had one, how to talk to the media in 2022. So it was like him and his boy, and they were just like trying to like navigate around. The reporter was trying to get them to say something crazy about gays or lesbians or LGBT.
Oh, that's funny.
So they were just like, so how do you feel about the LGBTQ community? It's like, listen, they're just doing their thing.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that. Giving the Vegas answers.
Do the most Vegas answers.
That's funny.
So you hate gay people.
Yeah, you got OD. You got to jump on it. That's what TikTok is going to do to us. TikTok people going to kill us because they're going to see 5-minute clips.
No,
5-second clips. They're going to think we're saying something different.
So
that's how we get followers.
Fresh and bass, or bass and fit.
Oh God!
That's what I'm turning into.
Come on!
I hate them.
Fab, who do you hate more, Fresh and Fit or Desus and Mero?
Oh, I know you're gonna say Desus and Mero.
That's offensive.
He's gonna say Desus and Mero.
He said that's hard.
He's gonna say Desus and Mero.
One has bad jokes, and then the other one is just a terrible like human setup. It's just terrible.
Yeah, that's hard, bro. Because
that's hard. You trash person.
What?
Yo, don't give him opinions. Let him.
I want to influence you. You said, all right, go ahead, finish your.
No, I said that's hard because they're both levels of hate. That's like Desus and Mero fucking sucks, bro. So bad.
And they're New Yorkers too. They're your people.
Sure.
He said,
sure. Actually, they're from Jersey.
The Fresh and Fit.
No, they're not. DK, shut up. No, they're not.
They're actually both from Jersey.
We don't claim neither.
They are from Jersey. They're from Jersey.
It's not that you don't.
Where in Jersey? Name the city.
Garfield.
You just said that because that's where Bravery Studios is. Get out of here.
Oh shit! What a coincidence.
Cap. Stop the cap.
Maybe they record at Bravery Studios.
Where's the soundboard? Stop the cap. Where's it at?
They're both terrible, bro. They're both terrible. To your Legend of Korra point, that boy, it would never beat the original Avatar. You can't.
Bro, the original Avatar is one of the best shows I've ever seen. Period. Like thinking back on it, it's such a good show, and it's a show that makes you care about even characters you normally wouldn't care about, like side characters. It was just so well done. But The Legend of Korra, it was just disappointing. It wasn't a bad show, but it was like they had so many good ideas. They had so much world building. Like even the idea of like a dark avatar and the origin of all these powers have to do with like this good avatar and bad. Like it's just it is like lazy. It was lazy writing. I felt like the writers were like lazy because it's funny enough. The irony is that I feel like The Legend of Korra is supposed to be a more mature version of Avatar, but it felt like more of a kid's show than The Last Airbender. It felt way more like a kid's show. It was just so simple, and it was just, I don't know, it was whack, bro. I give it's a 5 out of 10. Average, pedestrian.
On a bright note, Netflix apparently said that they're going to produce some animated films based off continuing like after Legend of Korra. I mean, excuse me, not after Legend of Korra, after Avatar.
I was going to say next.
And then but they're bringing in the original people on the original team. I think most of it.
I was going to.
So it's supposed to be. All right, go ahead, bro. So
no, I have nothing to say. You already covered it up. What I was going to touch on is shows filling in gaps, right? So has anybody been watching Obi-Wan?
No,
I have not at all.
Much like what I'm assuming they're going to do. They're going to try and fill that gap space between where Avatar left off and when Korra picks up, so they're going to fill all that space in between. Obi-Wan is filling in space between when Anakin bugged out up to like where Darth Vader started bugging. So the growth of Anakin to Darth Vader, they're showing like where Obi-Wan was before he got rolled. Where the fuck
so they're picking up where Revenge of the Sith ended.
Sure. I don't fucking know. I don't know the name of these shits.
No, I'm saying that's when
No,
it happened. That's when he became freaking Darth Vader.
The man of these Star Wars movies.
Sure, whatever.
I think Obi-Wan takes place after the Clone Wars show.
Who fucking cares?
Oh, okay.
Marvel.
A lot of people care. What? That's like
a lot of people do.
People care about that.
Bruh, that's like
nerds care. Nerds care. Losers care.
That's like saying Harry Potter's not popular. By the way, I've never watched Harry Potter.
Whoa. No Harry Potter slander, bro.
No, I've never watched a single one, and I never will.
Shout out to the LGBT
community.
Shout
5-star dancer on all digital platforms.
Just like Sniper. Is it Sniper? Right? What's the one from the
Sniper on all digital platforms.
5-star dancer.
I'm doing the
remix. The song is good, bro.
He's on the remix.
Like you should definitely collab with Castillo. That would be hilarious, bro.
That's the goal. I'm gonna reach out to him. I'm trying to make it happen. I want him on the remix. I want Burna Boy on the remix, WizKid, and Elephant Man. So Fab, you know Elephant Man, right?
You also need Roadman Check.
Yeah. I went to Davido concert at
Nice. He was in Coming to America too, by the way.
Probably
the second one. Go ahead.
I care as much about him as I do about the Revenge of the Fifth.
Of the Sith.
I went to Davido
concert. That's racist. That's racist. Go ahead.
It was entertaining. Prospect Park is on concerts that anybody is free to pull up at Prospect Park and just
That's where it was.
Yeah, it was at Prospect Park.
Is it the Celebrate Brooklyn series? They do that every summer.
Yeah, Celebrate Brooklyn. Yeah. I also went to I also did a dang Levi. Yo, yeah. I also went on a walk.
For fathers?
For fathers, yeah. I went on a Father's Day.
Yo, happy Father's Day. Shout out to all the fathers. Shout out to Fab
and all the fathers.
Bro. And shout out to the LGBTQIA plus community. But the
Sniper out on all platforms, 5-star dancer on all platforms.
That the walk, it was positive to see all the Black fathers because they're trying to disrupt the trope and the commonality of fathers not being there.
Mm-hmm.
And the major is like dad, gang, dad. Like the overall message is like we are here, and we're present.
Yeah,
facts.
It was consistent in the narrative.
You love to see it. You love to see it. That's important, man. That's important because we mentioned it earlier with TikTok and the other social medias. This narrative of the quote unquote the empowerment of certain groups and the dismissal of men. Like, bro, that shit's real. That's not just red pill like conspiracy talk. That shit's real, bro. That shit's real. Of like that the niggas ain't shit movement has returned for some reason.
Oh, really?
And I see it. I see it daily.
It's because there's a gap in power right now after the rest in peace Kevin Samuels. So
that's definitely
the balance is thrown off.
It's been shifted.
Oh god,
the scales of power have shifted.
Oh man, who's going to be the next one?
It was good to see that walk. That's beautiful. Black fathers, Latino fathers, they are present. All right, they don't just dip at the first sight of issues. You know what I mean? They're here. Case in point.
Too.
Nigerian fathers, a lot of them do. But Nigerian fathers,
yeah, a lot of them do. But like
Nigerian fathers are present.
But Fab hasn't yet. So that's the Loso __
yet.
G, not absentee yet.
This guy said yet.
Present.
This guy said yet.
I'm not going nowhere.
You're going to hell, bro.
Ed Boy for the win.
Status president.
President.
Sniper out on all platforms.
Sniper out on all digital platforms. Out on all digital platforms.
5-star dancer out on all digital platforms. Fatherhood out on all digital platforms.
No. All jokes aside, though, that's I think that's awesome. It's good to have events like that and to promote fatherhood in general. I think it's very important.
My dad's in Nigeria, for the record. He's not back yet.
Oh, he's not coming back. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, he's coming back.
No, I'm kidding.
Your dad went to the store in Nigeria?
Yeah. He
went up for a pack of cigarettes.
He left for some jollof rice. Never returned.
He left for some goat meat. For some goat meat.
Goat milk.
Goat meat, not goat milk. Goat meat.
No.
He left for some goat meat and never came back.
No, man. No, but for real,
did y'all wish y'all dads Happy Father's Day? The ones that speak with them?
No. Yeah, I did. I mean, mine's deceased, but I wished him Happy Father's Day.
I wish my dad Happy Father's Day as well.
I did too. The day after.
Oh, I did it. Damn.
Wow, you talking all this shit about
that long distance calling, right?
It's like, oh yeah. I mean, I guess Happy Father's Day.
It was the time change.
Oh yeah, sure, buddy.
I wish as many dads that I know Happy Father's Day. And then whoever says me, I said it back to them and shit.
Levi out on all digital platforms.
He want to slap the computer, bro. You gonna make me miss Father's Day next year.
It's
yo, make his face the thumbnail. Make his face the thumbnail, yo.
He was looking at
the screen. Happy Father's Day.
Do we miss him? Man. Did y'all listen to the Drake album? Anybody listen to the Drake album?
Nope.
I tried.
I didn't finish it.
God.
I did.
Who said I tried?
Oh, it was. I don't like.
Was it
I listened
good?
to it.
Was it bad? He said I tried.
It was like it wasn't.
No, go ahead, DK.
No, I'm gonna have the least amount to say. I listened to it in the background while I was like just fucking around with shit.
And that's where it should be, DK.
That's exactly it. It was fine for like background music, like party music, shit like that. But honestly, I can't even tell you like any of the lyrics. I can't tell you any. Like anything deeper than that. But I was like, all right, this is a nice like vibe just to have in the background.
Yes.
But like, what else he gonna do now? But yeah, that was it.
It's best. It's the best background music ever, bro.
This guy. No, it's a summer. What? It's a summer. It's a summer party.
It's a balcony. It's a balcony vibe. Like
bro. That's literally what it is. It's a summer album. It's literally an album for the summer. Literally. You know what I mean? And freaking Beyonce just dropped a new single like yesterday.
And it sounds just like
same exact. House, 90s house,
I think
80s house.
I think something's happening.
That's the vibe right now.
I think something's happening in the music industry, and we don't know yet.
No, this always happens. This isn't new. This like the
They're
music,
all friends.
All the major artists and major producers and major labels, like they decide like what the vibe's gonna be, and then they just do that for that quarter or that season or that half of the year or that full year, and that's just what it is, and the masses just eat it up. So everybody's complaining that, this Drake album sucks, yet it broke every single.
But you're listening to it.
But you're listening to it. You downloaded it. You're streaming it, and it's on repeat. And it broke every Apple, Spotify record that known to man, since it's such a terrible album and everybody hates it.
So Beyonce texted Drake before he dropped the album.
Facts. It's like, yo, you still doing the house shit? I bet. I'm coming next week.
I'm gonna drop some shit.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened, bro. That's exactly what happened.
So Ugo, it's time to make a house song, bro.
How do you know I haven't made one already? Just haven't released it.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Excuse me.
Yo, I got a quick question, right? Because I saw this FD Signifier video, like little clip, where he does the FD Signifier like side shit, and he was talking to somebody about pretty much just like he was talking about like us just coming to that age where like things like the Super Bowl are like geared towards us, right? Specifically like the most recent show and stuff like that. Like all that music was from us like growing up, but it's also like realizing that like we're kind of fading out of like the we're fading out of relevance, right? Pop relevance, right? As the older we get, and there's this constant thing where old heads, people from our generation are always complaining about like the music of younger kids, and FD Signifier was pretty much
back in my day.
And FD Signifier was like, yo, just like stop complaining, let kids be kids. But he was like, at the end of the day, like he's like he feels that essentially like we lived through the best part of hip hop, like pretty much the 90s and stuff like that, and like that's pretty much it, and that's kind of like the reality of like the history of like hip hop, at least at this point, and like to just accept that for the most part those were the glory days, and everything after that is just like the effect of commercialization. And I was like, you know what, that's cool because we lived through that. That was pretty much just it. I was like, you know what, I guess that's a good way of looking at it.
Well, I can't fuck with drill. Like some songs I jack, but the rest of the drill songs, I'm like, bro, I can't hear this doom doom.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, I can't jack the drill.
You're not trying to.
I'm just probably saying the same thing. Like I can't listen to this 50 Cent shit. But I really can't jack the drill.
You don't want the Addy, and you're not trying to slide with Eli?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I mean that's what we did over on this side of the world. We appropriated that UK sort of like the original UK sound, and then just started like yelling over it.
Yep, because and doing stupid ass dances.
Because it's funny, like even with Castillo, right? Castillo from Sniper out on the digital platforms. If you listen to the song Sniper, it's the same type of beat. But if you hear like a UK guy over it, I don't know. To me, it just makes more sense. It sounds like it makes sense.
It's the same exact thing with Afro beats. The same exact thing with Afro beats.
Yeah.
Everyone swore that One Dance was this Drake record of this magical genre that nobody had ever heard before. Meanwhile, WizKid made One Dance probably like 2 or 3 years ago, prior to Drake doing his remix to it. And on top of that, WizKid, Burna Boy, DeVito, Techno, like the list goes on and on. All these guys are mega stars in Europe, South America, the Caribbean, Asia, Australia, all over the world. Like things get appropriated here in America, and just this is a new thing. This is hot. This is our thing now. Meanwhile, this is like New York drill or Chicago drill, or whatever regional drill you think of. It's UK.
What if
it's theirs.
What if I argue that with Jake's exploitation, the genre got bigger, which makes the artist get bigger?
So the genre got bigger here in America. It was already big. It's already globally big.
Yeah,
that's the difference. It was already a global thing. It's like saying soccer's popular in the United States. I hope this thing's about to catch on. Soccer's the biggest sport in the world.
Here's the whole thing.
Come on, man.
America is the world. So if it's not popular here, it's not.
Then it
worldwide.
doesn't fucking matter.
It's not worldwide until it's popular here. Drake is worldwide.
The money, the views, and the exposure would say otherwise. That's just facts. And I can use soccer as an example. Like soccer's not popular.
No one plays soccer here.
Soccer. No. So the World Cup isn't the biggest money-making event in the world. Just the final.
And you have to have one every 4 years.
More people watch the World Cup final than the Super Bowl.
Yo, divide that by 4, and then that's per year. And let's see.
Consistently. So what the fuck are you guys talking
about?
But
it's not just the World Cup. It's every other. You have the Premier League, Spanish League, German League. You have the
Classico every year with freaking
UEFA.
Yeah.
The Champions League. You have all the leagues. You have all the leagues in South America, Central America.
You guys sound like
African leagues.
You guys sound like dumb Americans.
Yeah. Like nothing comes close to football. Football.
I've never heard of an American league.
Football. There is.
Yeah, MLS.
There's the MLS.
There is, but I've never heard of it, and that's why it sucks.
This is coming from a Dominican who hates baseball. See you guys next week on the base.
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird.
Bro, we can't hear you, you loser. He's been talking mad caca. We can't hear him.
DK, take us on. Take us on home.
Wait, I want to finish talking shit about stuff.
Did he mute himself?
DK muted me when I was talking.
No, I didn't.
Who muted me? Boy? It was you, Boy?
No.
Somebody muted me, bro.
It was your baby, bro.
Wow, Jose, you're a tyrant.
It was Jose.
DK's a tyrant.
It was Jose. It's all this DK.
That's crazy.
I was joining DK on the soccer.
That's crazy. And he was like, you know what? Why don't you shut the fuck up?
Wait, why would I do that to him?
I'm the only one talking shit.
Yo!
He's on my side.
Yo!
Wow. He said quiet peasant.
Is there NFL Street for soccer? No.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure there is.
I'm pretty sure there is.
I'm almost positive
it's called Mario Strikers.
It's called Mario Strikers?
Yep. That's the only
that game looks fun though.
The only good soccer game ever.
The game is fun as fuck. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, and I guess that's the base, folks.
That's the base, y'all.
Yeah, I see.
There's a funny ass
dancer out on all platforms. Ugoboy Podcast out too.
Yo, shout out to
Yeah, oh girl, I love love the way she do it. She get low like it's nothing really to it. She pick it up and she spin it back around and she get it from my mama. Damn, I knew it. Enzoku, Enzoku, Enzoku. Nice job, boy. Ibu Kwenu, yeah, that's true. She move her hips so proper. Yeah, and she look like Rihanna.